In the meantime, over in Uganda, the government there has granted 8 production licenses to 2 companies, Francis Total and the UK-listed explorer Tullow Oil. Now, 3 of those licenses went to Total. The remaining 5 went over to Tullow, which, of course, as you will recall, is responsible for the initial discovery way back in 2006. Now, this clears a major hurdle as East African countries looking to move a lot faster towards full-scale commercial oil production. Commercial crude reserves were discovered in the East African country a decade ago, but production has been repeatedly delayed amid wrangling over taxation and field development strategies. The licenses cover the Exploration Area 1, that's operated by Total, and Exploration Area 2, which is in Tullow's domain. Now, the offer of licenses ends a period of protracted talks between these 2 companies and the government at the same time. The licenses are valid for 25 years. Both companies can renew them for an additional 5 years. Right then, let's see what exactly is going on in Kampala. Leon Senyange joins us now from that particular city. Leon, good to see you. It took well over a year to negotiate these production licenses. Why did it take so long?
Well, thank you very much, Rama. Should it be a good news? Yes, certainly it is. A period of 12 months in the discussion of these particular deals comes with cautiousness, both from the government, which is entirely responsible for handing over these particular licenses to the companies. But of course, oil and gas sector is a pretty much of a precarious and delicate sector. So taking about 12 months, it precisely looks like a long period of time, but I think it's just as much a convenient period of time to have this kind of licenses realigned and given to companies that have the right intentions of oil in Uganda.
Indeed. Walk us through some of the highlights, assuming some of these licenses, at least the terms of these licenses, have been made public. What are the terms of the deal here? How much did it cost each company in order to get their respective licenses for oil production?
Well, to start with, Tullow Oil received 5 licenses for 5 exploration areas. That is, like you said, Exploration Area 2. And Total received 3 for Exploration Area 1. And these, of course, are licenses that will last a period of 25 years, with an additional 5 years negotiable over after the 25. So in between, the 2 companies have 25 years to run oil in this particular country. Some of the issues, or not really concerns, I would say, but some of the details from these particular licenses is that these particular companies have to carry out environmental and social impact assessments before going out to develop much of the oil, and just as much the key factor of resettlement of the locals within the areas. So they have to come up with a resettlement plan. Those are precisely 2 of the matters, but most importantly is with these 2 companies have to, within a period of 18 months, have to come up with a final investment decision, so that at the end of the day, the government can then, of course, allow them to operate fully. But the costs in this are that each company was allowed to pay, had to pay about 1.5 million US dollars. Yeah, 1.5 million US dollars to have these licenses through.
Indeed. Leon, Uganda also has about 500 billion cubic feet of natural gas. Do these licenses also cover the production and sale of natural gas, or will those be a completely separate negotiation altogether?
Now, these licenses are specifically for production, and well, of course, the companies will be drilling from approximately 500 wells. But the amounts that are expected to come out of this are between 200,000 and 230,000 barrels per day, from what was previously estimated of about 60,000 barrels. So, with, of course, the limitations of the production itself, there should be great optimism coming from these licenses.
Indeed. We'll leave it there for the time being. Thank you for that. That's Leon Senyange live, of course, in Kampala, the Ugandan capital. 6.5 billion barrels of crude oil per day, about 500 billion cubic feet of natural gas. Those are the numbers you're looking at in terms of oil reserves.